Hey guys, in this video I'm going to answer a question that I get every so often. Should you leave school to start a small business or to start a business? It could be a big business. Should you leave school? Good question. All right, everybody is different. Everybody's different, and your circumstances really will play a major role into whether or not you should do it. So let me give you a couple of the bullet points, and then we'll get into it. So number one, if you are studying one of the liberal arts, something where the history, philosophy, religious studies, these are all great programs to be in, but not so great for work and jobs. Very difficult to get a job with a history degree. Very difficult to get a job with a religious studies degree, unless I guess you want to become a pastor or something. So, if you are in university, I assume you're in university. If you're in high school, finish your high school. You need at least your high school. But if you are in university or college and you're considering starting a business, first thing I would look at is the program you are in. For me, just to give you an idea of my perspective, when I was in my second year of psychology, I was a major in psychology in university, I decided to pursue my business because my business started to take off. And I couldn't do my business and my university at the same time. So it brings me to the next point. I didn't drop university to get into a brand new business. I dropped out of university to basically support a growing business. So the business had already been started a few years before. It was a side job. It was slowly growing, working out the details. I didn't have the guidance that you have with a guy like me, so I was making mistakes, so it took a little longer than it should have, but it was still a growing business, it was still a growing concern. And but I still was pursuing my schooling as the business was growing because I could do the business on the side, and then I could go to school. At some point though, it got too much where I had to make a choice between school and the business. I couldn't do both. If you are in school and you haven't actually started the business, I would not drop out of school yet. I would first start developing the business, because what you're going to see with most businesses, there's going to be a period of inertia. That startup phase, kind of like when you start the car and you got to warm it up if you're living somewhere in the code, and you just got to give it time, get going, then it starts to roll. So while your business is slowly starting to just rev up, if you will, you're starting to establish the basis of your company, you can still be in school and have that as a backup. Again, it depends on the program that you are in. If you're studying art history or philosophy or some subject that there's no job opportunity and you're running up debt with school, then maybe it might make sense to hit the pause button with the university and try that business idea. So it really depends on your situation. So on the other hand, if you're studying engineering or computer science or something where there's a lot of job opportunities, it would be, in my opinion, especially if you're in your second or third year or you're near the end of your program, more than halfway through, personally, I would probably stick it out and just slowly develop the business. With the exception if your business is actually starting to grow. If your business is starting to grow and you need to choose because there's a time issue, then you could go see the faculty, go see the school and say, hey, can I put this on pause? I think they will. So just put it on pause and just see if you can push that business out. So yes, if you want to leave school, start a business, make sure you're in college. You want to finish your high school. Number two, consider the program that you're in. Is it a money-making program in terms of will get you a job? Also consider how far along you are in. If you are more than halfway through, it might be good just to stick it out and slowly build a business on the side. If the business is just an idea at this point in time, definitely work on it on the side. Start working on different ideas and see how things develop. Business is a process, and you're going to have to learn to maneuver and to adjust and to adapt based on the situations. And for a lot of people, you could do that while still going to school. Maybe you can lighten your course load by one course a semester or two courses a semester to give yourself a little bit more time to work on the business. So yeah, a lot of times in life, and especially in business, it's good to dabble, to dip the toe in, to see what happens before you go, all in on something. Make sure Be cautious that way. And then when do you pull the trigger to drop out of school completely? When you see the money starting to flow with the business, when you see the opportunity starting to flow with the business. That will let you know how to proceed. I hope that helps. Bye-bye.